Hi and welcome back, guys. I hope you all are having a great day out there. There's a reason why XRP is a ticking time bomb right now, and why XRP draws a crowd for one, and also why I believe XRP investors are of the smartest in this space. Now, I want to cover all that, but more importantly, some things that were said and done here today and in the past 24 hours that really have me led to believe this is our year and things are going to get fun very, very soon. Yes, I'm very excited to bring this one to you guys. All I ever ask is if you do like talking about XRP, click that like button and don't forget to subscribe. As I know many of you are aware at this point in time that Ripple has put out the Q1 XRP market report for 2025. Some of you may not though. And so I want to cover some of the highlights real quickly as I get into what was said and done here today. And then also some charts I want to cover here at the end that show us that XRP is ready. It is a time bomb in based off the data that we do have. Now, in Q1 2025 for XRP, what did we see? The SEC and Ripple case reaching an agreement to end the lawsuit. Of course, that was a massive, huge deal. Now, we do need to see some I's dotted and some T's crossed and get this thing legally over and done and behind us for this to completely be out of the way. Will be great for all of us XRP holders to see institutional adoption. But in that, we did see institutional demand rising for XRP-based investment products. We're only going to see that increase this year. As we do know, XRP ETFs have been filed and are waiting approval. Hidden Road was acquired for $1.25 billion with the B to scale the XRPL and help with RLUSD stablecoin adoption. Now, we know that this is really going to help in TradFi, DeFi, bridging that gap. We've talked a lot about Hidden Road and how that was one of the biggest crypto deals in history. And so a very massive deal that flat out simply can't be done by the other cryptocurrency blockchain companies out there. And so really positioning us above the rest. Now, also we did see US policy shifting here where I'm located for more clarity and more opportunity, which is what we're going to get into here today. But CEO Brad Garlinghouse spoke on this as well, saying that Q1 2025 was an incredible quarter for Ripple with the acquisition of Hidden Road and the end to the SEC case, not to mention institutional interest, as we discussed, for XRP ETPs, exchange traded products. Moving forward, he stated the XRP Markets Report will look a little different. As some may remember, the objective of publishing these reports starting back in 2017 was transparency into Ripple's holdings of XRP, which unfortunately, he writes, was then used against us by the SEC and others. Our commitment to transparency doesn't change with this evolution. We will continue to publish the XRP holdings on their site, on Ripple's site, and Ripple and XRP related ongoing updates will also be shared through existing socials rather than just one single end of the year or end of the quarter report. And so we did see XRP surge about 50% in Q1 of 2025, outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of great things happening for XRP in Q1. I know we are ready for higher prices. I'm going to talk to you about some things here later on in the video that I believe is going to get us there this year. Now, before we get into that, here today we found that Treasury Secretary Bessent says that, quote, a central bank digital currency, a CBDC, is a sign of weakness and he would not support the Fed issuing one. Now, this is absolutely huge and great to hear, as guess what, guys? He talked positively about stablecoins this year. We remember we reported that this year and also was sitting very close to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse at the crypto summit, just seats down. And so what I'm getting at here is stablecoins like RLUSD. The US government has figured out at this point in time, and they figured it out a long time ago, but they're really making it very obvious to us all that they're championing stablecoins. And of course, that is what they are working on first with regulation. But coins like RLUSD, which again, every transaction will use XRP, is pegged to the US dollar. and is going to help strengthen the US dollar, which is exactly what they want, backed by US dollar reserves. And so they do not want a CBDC. It's very clear. They've said it several times. They want stablecoins, and they're working as quickly as they can. Now, of course, the US government doesn't always move at rapid speed, but they're moving right now to make it happen. And I think this year you're going to hear a lot more about RLUSD in particular, which is going to add as just one of a few other catalysts that I'm going to talk to you about for XRP. Now, before I get into that, guys, CoinDesk here today put Into the Block and Trident Digital merge to launch Centaura, a DeFi gateway for institutions. Interesting. A gateway bridging TradFi and DeFi. Sounds a lot like what Hidden Road is doing with Ripple. Well, guess what? Into the Block is actually backed by Ripple, and we see how closely everything is connected. Now, global M2 supply versus Bitcoin, we are seeing global M2 money supply absolutely skyrocket. What comes next is a crypto boom. It is very obvious we have that coming. Now, here's a chart from IBIT Bitcoin inflows. I got to give a shout out to Chad Steingraber showing what happened with inflows. We have to remember Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that is still over about 50% of this market, a massive, massive market cap. At this point, largely matured. But guess what? XRP is not. And so when we see these inflows come in, along with what we just saw yesterday, a new infrastructure bill highly favoring XRP, making it very obvious, clearly, that XRP is a non-security and is actually supporting decentralization, we're going to see a boom. We're going to see a boom this year, in my personal opinion. We have a ticking time bomb. We have a perfect storm, and things are going to get very fun this year. Don't lose focus. Stay locked in, as always, and know what you hold. That's all I got for you for now. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. As always, guys, I appreciate all your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, and we'll see you all in the next one.